I was really starting to wonder if in my lifetime, at some point, the Green Bay Packers would once again take a wide receiver in the first round, and being at home in Green Bay for the draft, the Packers decided to make fans happy as they take what a lot of people believe to be the number one wide receiver in this draft class. Even if he wasn't the first wide receiver taken, Matthew Golden out of Texas, heading to Green Bay to be hopefully the new number one option for Jordan Love. Jordan Love desperately needed an alpha wide receiver. Sorry, Dontavian Wicks. Sorry, Romeo Doubs, Christian Watson, Jaden Reed, Tucker Kraft, all of you. You guys are decent NFL players. You are not alpha wide receivers or pass catchers, though. Jordan Love sorely needed him. At the top of the list of strengths for Matthew Golden, you've got speed. He's going to outrun a lot of NFL cornerbacks. And on those intermediate routes, those catch and run type of plays, Matthew Golden's going to be very good there as well. It's a lot different than those plays, those stretch plays, those go routes down the side of the field where he's going to win on the sideline. You're not going to see a ton of yards after catch in those areas, but if we can get him a lot of good intermediate routes, we're going to see some plays after the catch. His route running and breaks makes it very, very hard for one-on-one coverage to stay with him the entire time. Now, he's not as lengthy as you would like an alpha wide receiver to be, a number one, but he makes up for that in other areas. And then he does have some drops caused by body catching. Again, those routes over the middle of the field, the intermediate area, sometimes he tries to catch that ball in on his body instead of getting it with his hands, and that can cause some drops. On the sidelines and down the field, not nearly as much. Golden may have run himself into the wide receiver one conversation at the combine, and even though he was drafted as wide receiver 3, the Green Bay Packers clearly love that he was able to fall to them at number 23 overall. Speed and ability to create yards after the catch, making him a big play threat from everywhere on the field. Let's face it, Matthew Golden should be the number one pass catching option on this team as of right now before even getting to practice. I am not a Christian Watson fan. And if you think Watson is actually going to limit Matthew Golden, then I need you to change your priorities because clearly you don't have them in order. Matthew Golden is a much better receiver than Christian Watson. And we don't even know when Watson is going to return from a major injury last season. When you take a look at the other guys that were going to be the number one wide receivers this year, they're way too inconsistent. Jaden Reed, Romeo Doubs, Dontavian Wicks, who wasn't happy when Josh Jacobs said, we need a number one wide receiver. Guess what? The Green Bay front office and coaching staff agreed with Josh Jacobs. Matthew Golden was what this offense needed. And Matthew Golden, as of right now, is the one wide receiver in this class that I think has top 12 potential. It's going to depend on where a lot of these other guys land. Ted McMillan in Carolina doesn't have the type of upside that I believe Golden has in Green Bay with Jordan Love and a very strong run game. Travis Hunter is going to have Brian Thomas Jr. with him. Emeka Ibuka has 95,000 pass catching weapons around him in 2025. As of right now, Matthew Golden has top 12 upside and a top 24 floor.
Analytics, off the chain, all the channels, not the same. Jake and Kyle